Welcome to this day of Cycle 14, your training program for more exclusive listings, and I want to start you off with 3 power phrases. You start a listing presentation, you have 100% attention of your sellers, you want to bombard them with the best you got. And I'm going to give you 3 sentences that you have to use in every single presentation. You have to practice them again and again, watch this movie anytime you get, any opportunity you get, because this will completely change the outcome of the presentation. It sets the tone, and you have to deliver all 3, one after the other, but we'll start with the first one. And the first one is all about disintegrating objections through creating trust. It goes something like this. So imagine you just toured the house, they showed you everything, you're sitting down, you still haven't opened anything, and the homeowners are just waiting to hear what you have to say. So you look in the eyes, and that's what you're going to say. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, before we start, I think it's very important for us to see how I run my business, because it affects the kind of service that I can give you. I run a business based on reputation. For me, the most important thing is not only a great transaction for you guys, but a very happy customer, a recommending customer, an advocate for my business. This is how I run my business. That's a power sentence, because it gives them your motivation. It gives them the small print, why you're going to fulfill every promise that you make. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a longer version for the same sentence, okay? So, Mr. and Mrs. Home Seller, the first thing I want to share with you is how I run my business, because it affects directly the kind of service that I can offer you. Now, my area of specialty, where I work actually, is our neighborhood. This is where my buyers and most of my sellers come from. It is impossible for me to allow a situation where someone I worked with in this neighborhood goes around telling their neighbors and friends that it was a bad experience working with me. That would be devastating for my business. On the contrary, what I must have, what I build my business on, is people just like you going to their neighbors and their friends and saying what an amazing experience they had working with me and why they should work with me too. And that's the only way I can run a business that is based on this neighborhood. Same message, right? Building your business on reputation, longer version, shorter version. But again, the point here is just dissolving all their objections that you know everyone has when they see a salesperson and they say, oh, there has to be a gap between what they promise and what they deliver. And I tell them, hey, whatever I promise, I have to deliver, because my business is built on reputation. And then I slide directly into the second sentence. Okay? So, the second sentence goes like this. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you are facing now one of the most important decisions you will make in the next few weeks, which is which real estate professional you're going to use in the most important transaction you're going to make in the next couple of years. And I strongly recommend you guys choose the right person, put a lot of thought into it, because it's a very big transaction. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, take it seriously. Not just work with any agent that comes around on an open listing, but take it very seriously and choose the right person, which I hope by the end of the presentation is going to be me. And the last sentence is designed to get their attention, so they will listen to me throughout the process, and it will also be an anchor that I can go back to every time there's a question. And here it goes. So, the reason I'm here today is to share with you how, while using my systems and my methods, we can get together the best possible price for your house. Would that be something that's interesting for you to hear about? Which home seller is going to say to you, no, I don't want a best possible price, I'm looking for an average price? That just doesn't happen. They all want to know how to get the best possible price. So to finalize this video, let's run the whole script together as one unit, 3 power phrases that just blow up the power of your presentation. Okay, from the top, short version. Mr. and Mrs. Home Seller, first thing I want to share with you is how I run my business. And I think it's very important because it affects the kind of service that I want to offer you guys. So I run a business that is built on reputation, which means that for me, it's not only important to have a great transaction with you guys, it's mandatory to leave you as happy customers, content customers, recommending customers, because that's how my business is run. Now listen, you're about to make a very important decision, choosing the right real estate professional to be in charge of the most important transaction you'll be making in the next few years. And I'm telling you, I'm recommending to you guys, choose this person very, very wisely. Make sure it's the right person to take care of that important transaction. Now, I'm here today to share with you how, while using my systems and methods, we can get the best possible price for your property in today's market. Would that be something that's interesting for you to hear? Boom! Exclusive listing, all yours.